what is your stance on school closures, and how do you plan to vote on future proposals regarding consolidations?
I do not like the idea of school closures whatsoever. And the reason why I say that is because historically has never proved that we've been able to save a significant amount of money by closing our schools. But what we can see is the harm that our school closures have had in the Oakland community. And I'm one of them. Just recently, this is not an OUSD school, but my university closed, which is Holy Names University. I met my wife there. I got my degree there. I was so happy that I had a university in our town that focused that had an incredible education department and that was fitting a pipeline for teachers in Oakland. And so I know firsthand just recently what an impact closing schools can have, and from visiting schools too, just seeing the trauma, just seeing the, I don't even I'm trying to look for the right word because or you because what I'm hearing from schools, specifically when they share campuses, is this fear of merger because our schools are different. They all have their own identity, they have their own culture, they have their own personality. And so I'm not comfortable with our students fearing that their school won't be open, that this is not going to be long term, that we continue to lose the trust of our families. I wouldn't feel comfortable with school closures unless there is a very robust community engagement process where we don't tell the community that we're closing their schools right at the end of the school year when they can no longer organize, because I've been part of that too. I've been supporting the anti-closure movement for a while now, and I think that robust community engagement will be necessary if there are gonna be any closures. Impact analysis should also be conducted. I don't think any school should be closed unless we hear directly from the community how this will impact their lives. In addition to that, I don't think that OUSD in the past had a solid plan on how to support those students transition. And in those transitions, we lose a lot of students to charter schools. So if we have a merger, those two schools don't always see eye to eye. So a lot of our students end up not going to the next school, which is something that happened with like Roots and CCPA. I don't want to see more students leave our district as a result of the lack of engagement of our families and community, or because we don't have a solid plan on how we are going to retain our students. Because that is something that I have never seen from OUSD, have a solid plan on how to engage community or and how to retain our students when there's a school closure. And most importantly, historically, Oakland has closed majority Black and brown schools. So there has to be an equitable way to do this. And it doesn't always have to come to the expense of Black and brown students.